Politics is not about chances. Politics is about being with the people. During Theri, I had this discussion with Vijay once, and he was listening to me and he says, Akka, ivlo irka prachana. So I was telling him the difficulties he has. But I don't know, I've never had the impression that he wants to come into politics. I think he may be tempted. I'm doing Gautam Menon's film now, Dhruva Natchathiram. I'm doing completely a different role. I'm doing an action-oriented character which I never thought I would do it. It's great fun.
One question, will Vaani Rani stop?
Yes, we have to. The thing is, I have to start 3 shows in Sun.
Is it a serial?
Serial. Maybe it's going to be a benchmark for Tamil television.
So Vaani Rani will end by the end of this year?
The major point in Tamil Nadu is everybody talks politics. I mean, you go onto social media, people love to comment, but you have to go there and know what. The ground reality, Kamal or Rajini have to see it. That is going to be the biggest challenge for them.
What you're saying also is that star who's performing well at the box office, not necessary that he can win over the electorate that easily. No. You sure about that?
I'm very sure about that. I had to drive a public transport bus. The whole steering is like this, and you have passengers, and they had 3 cameras, and I had to keep talking and changing gears, and I drove so much. After I finished it and I looked back and I said, did I really do it? It was really scary, but I got away with it. I have seen Mr. MGR personally. I have seen how he goes to people. None of these actors can go and give their hand to anybody. They'll run a mile. I think 3 times Vijay went for a public meeting to like Thuthukudi, and 3 times he couldn't finish the meeting.
I have Radhika on the red carpet this week, and she's at the moment rocking. She's doing so many films in all South Indian languages. Her Ram Leela in Malayalam, Raja the Great in Telugu have been declared blockbusters. Welcome to the show, Radhika.
Thank you.
So many movies you're doing. In the last 1 year, I think you must have done about 20 films. Why? I mean, your career has gone to a new level.
I'm happy, not because I'm doing a lot of films. I'm happy that directors come to me saying, we wrote this role with you in mind and only you have to do it. So that is really, you can say, flattering. People consider me for written roles, and that itself shows there's a lot of respect for my work and for what I have done.
You played Vijay's mom in Theri, and now you're playing Uday's mom in Ippadai Vellum. Just tell us something about it.
Both the actors are poles apart. One thing in common is both are very shy. They don't talk much, but during Theri we had a fantastic time. I mean, I was telling, even Vijay said, and the unit said, they have never seen Vijay laugh so much or chat so much, being so chatty on a set. We were like, I mean, of course I've known him for so many years, and I known him since he was a little boy, so we were like really talking and we were having a good time.
ஏண்டா நான் உனக்கு ஊரா போய் உனக்கு பிடிச்ச மாதிரி ஒரு பொண்ணு பார்த்தா நீ எதுக்கும் ஓகே சொல்ல மாட்ட. நீயா ஒரு பொண்ணை பார்த்து இதுதான் பொண்ணுன்னு சொன்னா நான் ஓகேன்னு சொல்லணுமா?
With Uday, of course, same thing. I've seen him from a very young age, and it was very different. But the film script was so tight packed, and we hardly had time to interact a lot in the sets because we always on the move, especially since I was a bus driver. I was half the time on the bus, then the rest was all the other scenes and all that.
What do you comment? Everybody in the movie industry wants to get into politics.
That's not everybody, it's 2 people, 3 people.
Mr. Vijay is also planning.
Yeah, that's why I said 3 people.
Okay. You feel among the lot who has the best chance?
Politics is not about chances. Politics is about being with the people. you have to be
With the people.
with the people. You have to work for the people, and you just cannot say, I'm going into the theatre to watch a movie, I mean, I'm going to be the chief minister. That doesn't work. You have to work from ground level to know the intricacies of politics. I had this discussion with Vijay once, and he was listening to me and he says, Akka, ivlo irka prachana. I said, do you know, because I know my husband has been a member of parliament, he has been an MLA. So I was telling him the difficulties he has. Oh God, that's a huge challenge. Like, I remember like when the late chief minister, when she was alive, people used to call her names, how tough she is, and she's not. But now when she's not there, they all realize her toughness is what kept everything going. She was a superb administrator. She just knew the game.
Okay, what about Vijay? You said you discuss politics with Vijay.
Yeah, but I don't think I don't know. I've never had the impression that he wants to come into politics. I think he may be tempted. I don't know, but he never gave me that impression at all. This is a different world altogether, and of course, you need to really work with people.
Don't you feel that you're stitched well for politics? You should have been in hardcore politics.
Everyone says that to me.
Yeah.
They say that I should be a politician.
But the speeches that you have made, I mean, at some of the...
It's really good that people are wanting to be politically active. But the thing is, I need to give 100% of my time. And you look at me, I'm like working round the clock. I just can't do that. I don't want to do something very half-baked. I don't know what the future has in store for me. Because that has been my life. I never wanted to be an actress. I never knew what was acting. But then life gave it to me.
But you're cut for politics. You're Emma Radha's daughter, and you are Sarathkumar's wife.
Thank you. If I'm cut off for politics, I will leave it to fate. I mean, I'm not going to shy away. I'm not scared of anything. I just need the time.
Are you now working on daily call sheets? Because
I am. I'm doing Gautam Menon's film now, Dhruva Natchathiram. So that's going on.
So in Dhruva Natchathiram, you're doing an action-oriented role. Are you playing the bad girl?
No. My face, you can't call it bad. I'm doing completely a different role. I'm doing an action-oriented character, which I never thought I would do it. And it's great fun. We're all having a good time on that.
John, நம்ம பிரச்சனைக்கு இவன் தான் காரணம். இவனும் இவனோட டீம் ஒரு Indian covert unit.
Okay. Now, one question. Will Vaani Rani stop?
Yes, we have to. Hopefully, we're just planning thing. All the work is going on now. Actually, while I'm speaking to you, everyone's at the channel. We're all trying to finalize on what to do. And the thing is, Vaani Rani, I have to start my new show also. I have to start 3 shows in Sun.
Okay.
So that's a lot of work.
Okay. But so Vaani Rani will end by the end of this year?
Hopefully.
Now tell us about more about your shows with Sun TV. We are going to do 2 more shows, you told.
Yeah, we're planning to start. That's what we're still finalizing.
Is it a serial or is it some game day show?
Serial, but it's going to be a benchmark for Tamil television.
It's like a movie. I mean, it's like movie opening what's happening now in Tamil Nadu politics. One day you hear Rajini is going to come, then Vijay had a brief period, and now Kamal is all set to start a new
It's
innings.
good. Everyone in this, actually, the major point in Tamil Nadu is everybody talks politics. Please ask how many people are involved in politics.
What you are saying is at the grassroots level.
Every level we can sit. I mean, you go onto social media, people love to comment, love to pass remarks, love to put down everything, but you have to go there and know what. I have worked with people on a one-to-one basis, and the ground reality, Kamal Hassan or Rajinikanth have to say it. That is going to be the biggest challenge for them.
But why didn't Mr. Sarathkumar reach somewhere newer, higher stake?
I think his time is yet to come. I feel that one thing is there's no last page in politics. I remember when
Absolutely. You cannot write off anybody.
Anybody. I have seen, I mean, I can tell it very boldly. I mean, if you want to take Kamal or Rajini or whatever, Sharath has been a politician. He has worked with the people and got a very good name in all what he has done. So it is just a matter of time where everything has to fall into place. I think he is a very good politician. You cannot meet a person with more perseverance than Sarathkumar. I have seen that as a person, and I leave him to it because that's his space and he does what he does best.
What about raids? Now a raid is taking place.
Very fashionable.
Very fashionable. Are you raided also? I'm
Yeah, we were.
What happened?
Nothing happened. There was nothing. They came, they saw, and they were quite annoyed that they couldn't find anything, and they left.
Why did they raid you then?
I think it was, that time it was politically motivated. It looks like it now, even if I don't want to believe it.
And now coming to Ippadai Vellum, I'm told you're playing a bus driver or something.
I had to drive a public transport bus. I had to learn first to drive such a big vehicle, heavy duty vehicle, and you know these all have got this floorboard gears, and it was a real challenge. More than anything, it was a real challenge with passengers.
Did you have any dialogues while you were driving there?
My God, that was the most difficult. You know, you have, while you're driving such a big bus, the whole steering is like this, and you have passengers, and they had 3 cameras, and I had to keep talking and changing gears, and I drove so much. After I finished it, and I looked back, and I said, did I really do it? It was really scary, but I got away with it.
Godfather Kanmaniye, Godfather Kanmaniye, Godfather Kanmaniye.
And you also you are going by this Mr. Kalinga Karnanithi's.
I started my campaign, I mean affiliation with the political party is with DMK, with Men Kalaignar. I still have the greatest regard for him, and I still think he is fabulous. He has a very different way of leadership. He will always make sure people are with him. He will make sure he travels. He's like a very good team leader. He knows everything. He is very sharp. He's got a fantastic sense of humor. He is a very different person. There can never be another one like him again.
What you're saying also is that in your conversation so far is that a star who's performing well at the box office, not necessary that he can win over the electorate that easily longer.
No.
Nobody can be an MGR or a Jayalalitha again.
No more.
You sure about that?
I'm very sure about that. There's, you cannot talk about MGR in the same tone, because if you look at it, I have watched all his movies. I have seen, 30 years ago, what he has said and spoke. I don't think he planned politics 30 years before he became a chief minister.
No, never.
That he couldn't have done. But if you look, it has been the man himself.
Absolutely.
He wanted to be a people's person, and he worked on that. So that is not possible now. I have seen Mr. MGR personally. I have seen how he goes to people. None of these actors can go and give their hand to anybody. They'll run a mile. They won't. They cannot. Because the times have changed.
And
I think 3 times Vijay went for a public meeting to like Thuthukudi, and 3 times he couldn't finish the meeting.
What is your opinion on digital platforms? That's
the future.
Then why is it that film satellite rights have come down over the years?
I think all the channels have got together and they decided that the producers were going overboard on their pricing, so they stopped altogether. All of them got together and stopped at one point, and now it's more of If I want, I'll take it. It's a strategy.
Will social media make a change in Tamil Nadu politics? In the sense that you see Prime Minister Modi, everybody is on social, very strong on social.
No, it is a way of connecting to people. I mean, you have to look at it that way. You're just connecting to people, but we should know what to interact with people. I'm not going beyond that. I just connect to people just to, because it is.
But you have more than a million followers.
Yeah, so it is a way of connecting and talking to people. But other than that, I don't need to discuss anything with anybody. I mean, that is my will and my pleasure.
Radhika, do you think television is still the best reach among all mediums?
Of course, it goes into every living room. Families see it. No age barred. It goes right there, and it is one of the biggest mediums.
But let's go back when you started with Chitti, right, from those days. Has it changed much, your pattern of your storytelling, the format?
Yeah. We have to keep up with the times. You have to keep moving with the times. Of course, Chitti was ahead of its times. But then every other serial, we've always tried to keep pace with. I don't know about the other serials, I can't comment because I don't watch everything. But everybody says ours is different from the rest. So I'm happy about that.
But a lot of people also saying because you are on the right platform, Sun TV, you get a reach.
Of course, the platform matters a lot. But the content has to be good. Only content is king at the end of the day.
What's your viewpoint on new releases? There are about 4 films releasing every week.
I know, it's sad. But I know, it's become like it's really like a gladiator fight. The best one survives, content wins. So, yes, it is. It's really very, very tough on the consumer, more than the producer also. The producer also is going to have a tough time. And nobody can afford to see all those films every week.
November 30th is going to be a crucial day. Your Annadurai is releasing. Vijay Antony is a big star, along with 2 other very big films. How are you going to sort this out?
There's nothing. It's been confirmed we are coming up because that's a big weekend. We had already, we had finished the business of the movie, everything, and we were all ready. So we had Telugu Indrasena. So that also got ready. So we thought Annadurai and Indrasena to come on the same day. That was the right time. The film itself is a very different subject. It's about 2 brothers, but it's not the usual gamut of brothers and all that. It'll be very different. It was, and Vijay Antony has pulled it off very comfortably.
What about Mr. Vijay Kant? He's got 8% of the popular vote.
He used to have, and then after that, I don't think he has. I think the last election, he
But
could.
Mr. Vijay Kant worked among the people.
Actually, I would like you say, compared to Rajini and Kamal and all that. I mean, Vijay Kant was a real, a recognized actor till the bottom, and he's always been a people's person. He's always interacted with people one to one. He's done that. I've seen him over the years, and he's always been like that. He identifies, he knows the ground level people, and he knows how to move with them, take them with him to make them trust him. But even he couldn't poll much because it became more of a caste oriented thing. Whatever was with Vaiko walked over to him.
And do you have the class of 80s reunion again?
Yes, next week.
Next week you are having?
Yeah, in Chennai. We are planning to have it in a resort, and it's going to be very exciting.
Okay, 80s class comes back.
Yes, we are.
Now what about next? Are you getting more into movie production?
Not so much, but yes, unless now we are really looking at scripts. I think previously I left it to the director and he came with the script, and although sometimes I was not convinced, it was a mistake on my part also. I should have been more firm with that. But now I'm very clear, unless I'm really thoroughly convinced, because after that it's not in our hands. So whatever wins or loses, it's with the audience. But then first we need to be convinced. So I'm trying to be very convinced before I take my next step.